Once upon a time, in a lush and inviting vineyard, there lived a sly and cunning fox. The vineyard was a haven of ripe, juicy grapes hanging from their vines, glistening in the sunlight. The fox had heard stories about the delicious grapes and had longed to taste them for some time. One day, driven by his desire for the grapes, the fox made his way to the vineyard. He jumped and leapt, trying to reach the succulent fruits, but they were just out of his grasp. Despite his best efforts, the fox could not get to the grapes. Exhausted and frustrated, the fox decided to give up. As he walked away, he muttered to himself, "Those grapes must be sour anyway. I don't need them." He tried to convince himself that the grapes were not worth the effort. In this fable, the fox's reaction to the grapes represents the concept of sour grapes. It's a metaphor for people who, when they cannot obtain something they desire, convince themselves that they didn't want it in the first place. The fox's behavior reflects the human tendency to criticize or devalue what is unattainable out of a sense of frustration or jealousy. The lesson from the fox and the grapes is clear. Rather than making excuses or belittling something we cannot have, it's better to acknowledge our limitations and learn to accept disappointment gracefully. In life, we may encounter situations where our efforts fall short, and things we desire may remain out of reach. Instead of sour grapes, it's wise to recognize the value of what we aspire to and work harder or find alternative ways to achieve our goals. This fable reminds us to be honest with ourselves and to avoid sour grapes and unwarranted criticism when faced with unattainable goals.